this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I'm the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father. I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay. Alright. Hey everyone, it's me, Miracle, hashtag the princess, and welcome to my radio show called Life with the Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. My show is about kids, and it's also for kids, and it's about giving God the glory. You can check me out on YouTube on Life with the Princess channel, and on Instagram, and on Musical.ly at Life with the Princess. I want to start off with something I call Miracle's Moment. We are all brothers and sisters in Christ because we are all a part of God's family. Miracle's word of the day is courteous. It means polite, respectful, or considerate. That means saying please and thank you and you're welcome. I want to give a shout out to my pastor, Reverend Dr. Tyrone Petty. He celebrated his 15th pastoral anniversary at Antioch Baptist Church in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I had a great 4th of July holiday. I got to go to Great Wolf Lodge in Williamsburg, Virginia with my friends. It was so much fun. I got to go with my friends Madison and Mackenzie, and we got to, it was their surprise. My dad accidentally told me, so I had to keep it a surprise. And then we got to go swimming, got to go to the water park 2 times. We got to go to a room, and pretty much it was upstairs, and I like sometimes being in rooms upstairs. And in our room, we had a cabin, and our cabin had like 2 beds. And those 3 beds. And there's a top bunk, a middle one, and a bottom. Pretty much, I got the bottom bunk, Mackenzie got the top bunk, and Madison got the middle bunk, which is actually not in the bunk bed, but it's pretty much like to the side. And we only had 1 night there, since we only spent 2 days. We also did lots of musicals there. We did some of them on the porch. The porch was kind of small, but still, it was pretty cool. The entire place, I think, was made out of wood. And today is my first day of practice for Miss Greenbelt's pageant. We have to do an on-stage question and answer a personal interview and evening gown. The pageant is on September 3rd, which is on Labor Day weekend. I'll give you more details later. And in a couple weeks, I'll start practicing for the back-to-school fashion show at Beltway Plaza Mall on August 12th at 2 p.m. in the center court of the mall. I was in it last year, and I had a lot of fun, and I made friends last year. I got to dance to Formation by Beyonce during the show. My mom was in the fashion show too. We got to walk the runway together at the very end of the show. And she's doing it again this year. We have to take a break, but when we get back, we'll have Miracle's review and Miracle's message. I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. everyone, it's me, Miracle, hashtag the princess from Life with the Princess show here on WOLB. Matthew 25 verse 35-40 says, "For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me in. I needed clothes and you clothed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and fed you, or thirsty and gave you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invited you in, or needed clothing and clothed you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Now, through August 17th, I'm collecting household items for homeless people who are placed in housing with my latest project called Make Yourself at Home. They need things like toilet paper, sheets, towels, washcloths, curtains, paper towels, dishes, laundry detergent, blankets, and cleaning products, to name a few. Anything they'll need to start their new life in their new home. Businesses can adopt Miracle Mondays and donate part of what they earn on Mondays, or they can let people drop off items at their businesses. Any money collected will go to those at risk of becoming homeless in D.C. and Maryland. For more information on how to donate to the Make Yourself at Home project, email me at lifewiththeprincess@gmail.com. Donations can be mailed to 12138 Central Avenue, Suite 267, Mitchellville, Maryland 20721. I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father. I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay. Alright. Welcome back to Life with the Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. I'm your host, Miracle, hashtag the princess. This week, I got to go to my first week of summer camp and create a kids camp program. We're practicing right now for our play called The Cookie Caper. The Cookie Caper is a musical mystery that is set at Create a Kids Camp. When a batch of cookies disappears, the campers decide to do some sleuthing. Clues lead them on a journey of discovery through the historic Greenbelt Community Center. They find a diary hidden by a girl in 1937 on the day Eleanor Roosevelt came to her school. The diary teaches the campers what life was like during Greenbelt's first year and about the progress the town has made toward a quality sense. The show is next Friday, July 14th at the Greenbelt Arts Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. The show times are 10 a.m. and 2:15 p.m. and tickets are free. We have to take a break, but when we get back, we'll have Miracles Review and Miracles Message. I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright. Hey everyone, it's me, Miracle, hashtag the princess from Life with the Princess show here on WOLB. Matthew 25 verse 35-40 says, "For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me in. I needed clothes and you clothed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and fed you, or thirsty and gave you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invited you in, or needed clothing and clothed you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Now, through August 17th, I'm collecting household items for homeless people who are placed in housing with my latest project called Make Yourself at Home. They need things like toilet paper, sheets, towels, washcloths, curtains, paper towels, dishes, laundry detergent, blankets, and cleaning products, to name a few. Anything they'll need to start their new life in their new home. Businesses can adopt Miracle Mondays and donate part of what they earn on Mondays, or they can let people drop off items at their businesses. Any money collected will go to those at risk of becoming homeless in D.C. and Maryland. For more information on how to donate to the Make Yourself at Home project, email me at lifewiththeprincess@gmail.com. Donations can be mailed to 12138 Central Avenue, Suite 267, Mitchellville, Maryland, 20721. I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright. Welcome back to Life with the Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. I'm your host, Miracle, hashtag the princess. Now it's time for what I call Miracles Review. On this segment of Miracles Review, we'll be talking about my favorite book. My My favorite book is a series actually called Dork Diaries. It's a chapter book, so it's challenging me, but it's also easy enough to read because it has drawings. I love these books because it tells how a teenage girl's life is in either high school or middle school, and she makes a diary about it and pretty much tells about her life. And it's kind of more different than high school. And I'm gonna read part of this book. So, Saturday, August 31st. Sometimes I wonder if my mom is brain dead. There are days when I know she is, like today. The drama started this morning when I casually asked if she could buy me one of those cool new cell phones that do almost everything. I considered it a necessity of life, second only to maybe oxygen. What better way to clinch a spot in the CCP, cute, cool, and popular group at my new private school, Westchester Country Day, than by dazzling them with a wicked new cell. Last year, it seemed like I was the only student in my entire middle school who didn't have one at all. So I brought an older used phone, super cheap on eBay. It was bigger than I wanted it to be, but I figured out you couldn't go wrong with the clearance price of only $12.99. I put my telephone in my locker and spread the word that I had a hot gossip about my new phone and that everyone could now call me. Then I counted down the minutes before my social life started heating up. I got really nervous when two CCP girls came walking down the hall in my direction, chatting on their cells. They came right over to my locker and started acting super friendly. Then they invited me to sit with them at lunch, and I was like, okay. But deep inside, I was jumping and doing my Snoopy Happy dance. So that's a taste of Dork Diaries book series 1 called Tales from a Not So Fabulous Life. Have you signed up for a summer reading program? You can sign up for one at your local library. There are lots of summer reading clubs you can join even outside of the library. Barnes & Nobles have a summer reading program called Summer Reading Triathlon, which gives out free books to each child who completes 3 reading triathlon activities. There are so many free books to choose from. There's something for every child in grades 1 through 6. The program runs through September 5th. Books A Million gives out free Maze Runner water bottles when kids read 4 of the 75 books. Kids fill out a journal showing what they read, return it to any Books A Million store. Chuck E. Cheese has a summer reading program here, where kids can earn 10 free tokens for reading each day for 2 weeks. This summer reading program goes on all year. Sync has a summer reading program for teens, and they get 2 free audiobooks. Each week there are a current young adult book and a classic title that teens can download for free with the Overdrive app. The Sync Summer Reading Program runs through August 16th. I want to share with you this program, Smartbox by Smart Influencer, where I was able to test several products and they valued my opinion for more information, go to smartinfluencer.us. That's smartinfluencer.us. My favorite thing to do when I'm not reading books or practicing for the fashion show, pageant, or play is to play video games on my phone. My favorite game right now is Roblox. Roblox is a game where you pretty much have different types of games you can play, like pizza games and tycoons, like superhero tycoons or donut tycoons. There's also a mini football tycoon, when it's pretty much just mini games on top of one of the mini games, or like natural disaster, where you have to pretty much avoid the disaster, and pretty much there's more. And then also on Roblox, you can pretty much join with your friends, play together, and stuff like that. And I love this game because it has different types of games you can play. You do not have like one game you have to play and then you pretty much like have to get more points or something like that. It's just that I kind of like that there's a game on top of a game. And yeah. Now it's time for Miracle's message. Today's message comes from Jeremiah 32:37. I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? That means with God, all things are possible. He can heal us and deliver us from any sickness or situation. He can find a way when it looks like there is no way. God can do anything but fail. That's all the time we have for today. Don't forget, now through August 17th, I'm collecting household items for homeless people who are placed in housing with my latest project, Make Yourself at Home. They need things like toilet paper, sheets, towels, washcloths, curtains, papers, towels, dishes, laundry detergent, blankets, and cleaning products, to name a few. Anything they'll need to start their new life in their new home. Businesses can adopt to Miracle Mondays and donate part of what they earn on Mondays, or they can let people drop off items at their businesses. Any money collected will go to those at risk of becoming homeless in D.C. and Maryland. For more information on how to donate to Make Yourself at Home project, also for booking information or to be guests on the show, email me at lifewiththeprincess@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to my show called Life with the Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. You can check me out on YouTube on Life with the Princess channel. My radio show is on every second and fourth Saturday of the month from 10:30 to 11 here on WOLB 1010 AM.
I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light.